BTS is back, feel the attack. 2025, we run the track.
Was it just a coincidence? Or did Jungkook's choice of outfit carry a hidden message when he returned from Los Angeles to Korea? Why did a small white butterfly on his chest capture more attention than the crowd of flashing cameras? And what does this simple Needles logo truly reveal about the transformation and secrets of BTS's golden maknae? Like, comment, and subscribe now so you don't miss a single hidden clue behind Jungkook's choices, because what happened at the Korean airport that night wasn't just a casual arrival. It was a story written in silence, stitched into the fabric of a jacket, and told through a white butterfly that seemed to hold the weight of something far bigger than fashion. The atmosphere at Incheon Airport turned electric the moment Jungkook stepped out. His figure swallowed in black from head to toe, a ribbed beanie, a black mask concealing most of his face, and a simple black backpack slung over his shoulder. It was a look that whispered quiet mystery. Yet what truly sent fans into a frenzy was the small white butterfly embroidered on his chest. At first glance, it seemed almost insignificant. But to those who know Jungkook, every choice he makes carries meaning. That butterfly wasn't just decoration, it was the unmistakable logo of Needles, a Japanese brand famed for its streetwear tracksuits and its butterfly emblem that symbolizes freedom, change, and metamorphosis. Why Needles? Why that butterfly? And why now? These questions immediately rippled across fan communities. Jungkook, who had just landed back in Seoul after a trip to Los Angeles with a few BTS members, had made countless fashion choices over the years. But this one stood out. It wasn't loud, it wasn't flashy, yet it felt profound. Could it be a message? Could it be a reflection of where Jungkook stands in his personal and professional journey? The butterfly has always been more than just an insect in cultural symbolism. It represents transformation, rebirth, and the delicate yet powerful act of becoming something new. Jungkook wearing that Needles butterfly at this precise moment after a mysterious trip to LA, amid questions about BTS's future and his own solo career, felt too perfect to dismiss as coincidence. Was he telling ARMY that he has transformed, that a new chapter is beginning? This isn't the first time Jungkook has communicated through clothing. Fans remember the times he appeared in simple hoodies during late-night live streams, where the choice of color or design sparked endless theories. Even his performance outfits, carefully tailored and chosen, have become conversation starters beyond the stage. So when he walked through the airport with cameras flashing, his silence spoke louder than words. The butterfly logo shone under the lights, becoming the star of the night, overshadowing even the three stripes running down his sleeves. Needles, founded by Kizo Shimizu, is a brand that thrives on subtle storytelling. The butterfly logo, inspired by Steve McQueen, carries a sense of timeless cool but also personal evolution. The brand is adored by those who value individuality, and it's no wonder. Jungkook, someone who balances global superstardom with the yearning to remain authentically himself, chose it. By wearing Needles, Jungkook wasn't just putting on a track jacket, he was aligning himself with a philosophy to live free, to transform, to choose one's own path. Fans flooded social media with questions and theories. Is Jungkook hinting at a new era? One ARMY posted. Another wrote, that butterfly isn't just fashion, it's a message. He's evolving. Within hours, images of Jungkook's airport look spread across the globe, igniting discussions that ranged from emotional to philosophical. Some even tied the butterfly to BTS's own history. After all, butterflies have appeared in their music videos and lyrics as symbols of fleeting youth and the passage of time. Could Jungkook be reviving that imagery, but this time on his own terms? Yet, there's another layer. Needles is also about comfort and movement. Its tracksuits are made for freedom, not the rigid stiffness of luxury suits, but the relaxed confidence of someone who knows who they are. Perhaps Jungkook chose Needles not only for the symbolism, but also for what it gave him: space to move, to breathe, to exist as Jungkook the human, not just Jungkook the superstar. The balance between symbolism and practicality made the choice even more fascinating. And let's not forget the context. Jungkook wasn't alone. He returned from LA with other BTS members. What were they doing there? Why so suddenly? Fans are already speculating that new music, new collaborations, or even a fashion-related project could be on the horizon. Could Jungkook's Butterfly be a clue about a bigger plan, perhaps tied to what happened in Los Angeles? The silence surrounding the trip only deepens the mystery. As he walked through the terminal, Jungkook didn't need to make eye contact with cameras. The mask and beanie hid most of his face, but the aura was undeniable. His quiet presence, the calmness in his posture, the effortless way he carried himself, it all contrasted with the storm of speculation he left in his wake. The butterfly glowed like a secret, and every step he took made the questions louder. This is Jungkook's power. He doesn't shout his messages. He doesn't need elaborate statements. He lets the smallest details speak for him. A butterfly stitched in white thread was enough to spark a wildfire of interpretation across the world. It validated Needles as a brand worth watching. It reminded fans of Jungkook's depth, and it opened the door to endless questions about what comes next. So why did Jungkook choose this outfit? The answer may never be direct. Perhaps it was comfort, perhaps it was symbolism, perhaps it was both. But knowing Jungkook, it's safe to say it was intentional. He has always been meticulous, always aware of the eyes on him, always careful in creating meaning even in silence. That night, Incheon Airport was more than just a travel hub. It became a stage for a silent performance, where Jungkook's outfit told a story words couldn't, a story of transformation, of hidden messages, of a man stepping into something new while carrying with him the love and expectations of millions. Was the butterfly a beginning? Was it a hint at a new project? Or was it simply Jungkook saying, "This is me, free and transformed"? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain, for ARMY, the image of Jungkook in his Needles butterfly jacket will linger long after the cameras stopped flashing. The crowd was louder than ever, as though the walls of the airport themselves were trembling with anticipation. But why? Why would a single outfit, a monochrome choice of black and white, trigger such an outburst of emotions, tears, screams, and shaking hands desperately holding up phones to capture every second? Was it really just fashion, or was there something deeper? Something hidden in Taehyung's choice that only the most attentive eyes could decode. Every step he took seemed rehearsed, yet natural, like the runway belonged to him alone. The oversized white shirt flowing effortlessly against the fitted black trousers wasn't simply an outfit. It was a statement, a code, a silent whisper to fans who had followed him for years. His sunglasses reflected the flashes of cameras, hiding his gaze, but also leaving an unanswered question. What expression was he concealing beneath them? Was it joy, nervousness, or perhaps a carefully guarded secret? The hysteria began when Taehyung adjusted the collar of his shirt. With a subtle flick of his fingers, fans screamed even louder, as if that one small gesture meant more than anyone outside the fandom could ever understand. Could it have been a signal, a nod to someone waiting on the other side of the gate? Or maybe, just maybe, it was a gesture connected to a memory, a private inside story that fans had pieced together through past performances and appearances. The internet lit up within seconds. He's not just wearing black and white. This is a message. But to whom? And for what purpose? The monochrome outfit itself carried layers of interpretation. White symbolizing purity, beginnings, or perhaps a quiet farewell. Black representing mystery, power, and a side of Taehyung that few had truly seen. The combination wasn't accidental, no. This was Taehyung we were talking about. A man known for turning fashion into poetry. Fans were quick to connect the dots. In previous moments, every time he wore such contrasting tones, something big followed. A project announcement, a collaboration, or even a subtle hint at a personal story waiting to unfold. Could this be another one of those times? But what left everyone gasping wasn't just the outfit, it was his aura. The way he walked as though time slowed down for him. The airport wasn't just an airport anymore. It had transformed into a stage, and Taehyung was performing without speaking a single word. Every tilt of his head, every hand tucked into his pocket, every pause before moving forward seemed to trigger another wave of screams. And yet, behind the hysteria, silence lingered in the hearts of fans who looked closer. Something about his energy felt different, calmer, more grounded, almost reflective. Was Taehyung hiding an unspoken story in the simplicity of black and white? What made it even more electrifying was the timing. Why now? Just when rumors of projects, reunions, and hidden recordings had begun swirling.